if you turn it on, it should look like this. So at the moment I've got wires everywhere, it's a hell of a mess. But I've just checked it to see if it turns on and all that, and it does turn on, and it shows this. And that's good news for me, so I'm going to switch it off and I'm going to tidy the wires up. And first thing I'm going to do is to tie these together here. Tie these together, only loosely so that I can change them later if I need to. Well, not change them, but change the position of. So where are my scissors? Here they are. So that's the first thing I've done. Now we do need to get access to this SD card, well potentially anyway, so you don't want them too tight. Now this wire that was here, I've just rerouted through the front instead of the back. But these are the ones here. We'll tie these together. So tie these together here, and we can start to make a bit of progress with this and tidying it up. It's an absolute mess. Okay, let's make sure I get this right as well. Obviously you need to allow for a bit of movement, just in case. So I think about there. Yep, that looks good. Cut that off. Right, now these ones here, these back ones, I'll just turn it back around again, because we've got, or you should have, something to tidy these up. Like a little cable organiser thing. I don't know, mine's gone. It's like a black thing. Let me see if I can find it. This thing here. So I'm going to get all of these, push that all the way along, right down to the tie, and it should keep these together quite nicely. It's starting to look better already actually. And we're done there, so actually I'm just going to stretch that out a bit more if I can. Yeah, that's better. Now it goes right down to the bottom. Okay. And now I suppose this could be tied up maybe, but I'm not going to do that right now. I suppose next it'd be a good idea to tidy these ones up. Let me just zoom in so you can see. Start getting to the main body of all the tangle over here. So I'll zip these two up. I suppose you could, well no, I won't get that one involved actually. I'll just put a tie here. To start with. About there, I think. So we've got one there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 zip ties left. I'm thinking that I want to put another one there. I think, well, I better wait because you can see all the tangle over on the right side. But we're starting to look about there now. So I'll leave that one for now, but I'll go over to this side and we'll start dealing with that next. I've sort of got these things all together like this, these wires here. You have to give the red one a bit of a slack because it does have to go up that axis. But I've got all of these here and I'm just going to tie them together again. If I can get a tie. This one's a little bit awkward actually. Yeah, that should do there. Okay. So I'll put one across there. like that. Just tying these three together. A small improvement there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ties left. I've pushed the heat pad forward as much as it will go, and what it means is that I can start to tie these up. So have we got any slack there? Not really. We could have a tie there to start with. Yep, tie there. I suppose we could tie the rest to that. Like that, I suppose that's okay. And that might as well go in with it as well. Like that, I suppose that's as good as we're going to get, really. So I'll put another one on there. Just make sure they're nice and straight again. And there we go. How many ties have I got left? I've got 1, 2 and possibly 3 if I can reuse this one. And finally, this big piece here that I've got with the plastic wire around it, the plastic sheathing around it, I've noticed there are 2 little holes here. So I'm going to put another zip tie through there and sort of keep all of it together. So let's give this a go. Looks about right. This is the one I've missed. So what happens here? Now this does go, this can go up and down, so we do need it to have some slack. Zip tied to here over would be good, or possibly here. Yeah, here I think. On that thing. When that goes down, that presses a little cut-off switch. I think I'll put it on there. What's going on with this one? This needs to be tightened up really, this thing. Okay, that'll do. So, there we have it. So what's next? Well, next is this glass. So, I'll tell you a little secret now. I've used this before, and I've just disassembled it just to show you how to wire it back up. So yeah, I've used this before, and they put this plasticky weird tape on it, and the plastic or tape or whatever the hell it is goes on the top like this. So I'll just put that in place, just like that, and you should have clips like these, and these just go on here like this. Yeah, keep it away from the edges, because sometimes this can knock into it. And then again down the back, just like that. There we go. So let's just tie this up a little bit. That will probably do. And then there we go. So now there's another little thing that I'll tell you about. This blue tape I don't think is particularly good, but the idea is that when you excuse me, when you make models, if this glass is hot, then the models stick to the glass. So you do want the glass there because you need a perfect surface and, you know, something that conducts heat, etc. But the idea is that this tape allows you to peel it off, but it's not very good tape, because what I've noticed is that it doesn't seem to well, it just doesn't seem to work. So I've got this masking tape, which I did read in the guide. It said that when the blue tape's damaged, use this, but I find this to be a lot better anyway. So I'm just going to put it in the centre there somewhere, like that, and I'll just put it underneath, I suppose. And when this gets nice and warm, it adheres quite well to the tape and the glass that's already there. And I think I've done some tests, and I think it's easier. So right, I'll turn the thing on now, and I'll try and show you a couple of things. Okay, so it's turned on. I'm going to just press the knob and then go to prepare, and then go to auto home. And what happens if you press auto home is that all of the axes reset. So I'll press it and I'll just zoom out, and you can see that everything starts sorting itself out. Okay, and there we go. So there's a couple of things now which I'm going to touch on, but I'm not going to go into depth and show you exactly how it works. These two need to be kind of level, and they need to be almost right. If there's a bit of tolerance, then you start to damage the motors, because basically one of them will get really stiff. So you can actually measure that and get it perfect. So I'll show you that now. So I've put the tape measure up to it. On there it's reading 57 from the bottom. On this side, or is it this side? It's reading 55. So I'll just put this side up a little bit. Let's see. If you twist the... Let's see if I can twist it this way. No. This way is easier. If you just twist it like this, it'll go up. So 57. So they're both the same now, and that should be a lot better. It just means that the motors won't struggle. So that's that done. The next thing is that you have to get the distance from the nozzle and this right. If you have it too low, it'll start scratching the paper. If you have it too high, then basically it won't stick to the bottom. So you have to have it close, and it's like, I found that it's like a millimetre or less. So to work this out, basically just kind of direct this all over the place and adjust these little corner things here. So here you can see it printing something that I quickly made. Now this software, the software that comes with this is called Cura, but whatever I make in Cura, it just doesn't work. I mean, what happens is the print quality is terrible. But I've used another one called Slick 3R, and that one's very, very good. That one can actually print. So using that software, I'm able to print this thing now, and it prints like I don't know, like a pad or something, and then it prints whatever you want to print on top of the pad, and it's quite cool. Anyway, so this thing's getting made now, and I just thought I'd show you it working. Now the thing is, the space from this mat thing here and the nozzle is really precise. I think you probably have to have it within 1mm, and in order to do that you can adjust it using this here, this thing here. It's like a screw mechanism, and basically you've got to just get it right. When it goes down, it switches the thing off and stops the motors working. That's got to be set correctly. And then to get the balancing right, you use these here, these little wing nuts, and there are 4 of those. There's one there, there's one there, there's one at the back, and there's one there too. So yeah, that's everything up to now. So I'll just zoom in on this and let's see if we can see what it's doing. Nope, my camera doesn't like that. There we go. So here you can see the thing getting made. And there we go, it's made. So, let's try and take it off. Oh, it's still quite hot actually. Oh, it's still almost molten. I'll attempt to take this tape off. I suppose that will probably be the easiest way. And there it is. Weird. Let's put my sticky stuff back on there. So, yeah, it's still molten. You can see the quality it's actually not that bad at all. You can see where it's not perfect, but it's not bad. You can see where these kind of break off as well. This little pad thing. And there we go. There's the support thing off it. Cura didn't do that. Cura did something else. And there's a little cube. So, as you remember, this thing is actually hollow inside, which is why the top's not very good. So I suppose, well, I suppose that's it really. And there's the finished product. So I suppose I could have been a bit more imaginative and made this into a dice or something. You can see that the thing's not perfectly level. But anyway, let's just do it anyway for a bit of fun. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I never actually designed it to be a dice, or a die, or whatever it's called, but whatever. Anyway, let's look at the precision now. So where's my measure? Hang on a sec. In Design Spark Mechanical, which is what I used to design this, it was supposed to be 12mm by 12, so it is 12 there, and it is 12 there, but the top, let's see what the top is. Oh, the top is also 12. And there, oh, that was also 12. It's 12 there, yeah. So it is actually right. Let's look at the height. Ah. Okay, that's 12.5. So it's right, but it just seems to have a few curves. It's not very straight, that's all. Anyway, there is something I don't know about at the moment though. I've got a blue spool or filament or whatever it's called. I've got a green one and a yellow one. But are these different types of plastic or something? I mean, is one PLA and the other's ABS and the other's nylon or something? I don't really know. I mean, do you know?